All right, so we are once again in prison. I know we're not that far into the game, so it's kind of a lot of situations we're in prison. They're wondering what happened, and Captain Roud is actually going to explain it to you. You might be wondering, why would he do this? Kind of like a James Bond villain when he thinks he's got James Bond dead to rights. And that's exactly how Captain Roud sees the situation. I'm not going to say why, but you can probably guess. So he's asking about the state attack, who was that man? And he's apologizing to Joey and Nick Cage, not to Nanami apparently. He mentions Prince Luca is involved. Why would Luca Blight be involved? He is going to make some sacrifices to achieve his ambitions, meaning that, if the Royal Highland Youth Brigade is massacred by the state, it'll be enough reason for people to want to get into a war with the city-state. So, there's a killed typo. One way or another, Joey and Nick Cage were going to be killed as a result of this giant sacrifice of all these children. So, yeah, Raud is kind of bragging about his ambition, and it's like, I don't really care. You're about to kill us. That was the little spoiler thing that I mentioned. But anyways, it was probably obvious at that point. It's about that time for the gallows. I don't know if... I thought death by hanging was not an especially painful death, but I've never died, so I'm actually not very aware. All right, so here is the princess strolling through one of the 3 towns, or not towns, but places where people live in the Highland. So there's actually an error here with who's speaking. They assign the wrong speech bubble at one point. They're just children, says Julia. How can they be spies? And I'm going to do the silent treatment because I don't want to look like a spaz in front of the princess because she looks like a babe. So yeah, right there, the response by this actually, it might not be an error, but the response by the driver is, I am the Princess Julia of Blight Royal Family. Doesn't seem like he was supposed to say that. But she says silence in response, so I think they just maybe use the wrong dialogue and not so much the wrong assigned speech. So Joey's last words, he wants to say they haven't betrayed this country, the country has betrayed us. So yeah. It's kind of a badass response by Julia, like, hey, let them have a little outburst. They're going to be dead soon. So here you are I guess maybe this is what he meant by a painful death. You're getting tenderized. It's your punishment before you're hanged. I think it's a little petty to say you're a jerk, but so yeah, let's do it. So Raud is going to just take on the beautiful sunset, and even though I don't think he could see that because the camera pans up, but surely he's not seeing that. If you listen closely, the repetitive whooping sounded a little bit different and currently sounds a little different. So Raud is still just taking in that sunset that, like I said, I'm sure he can't see between the fence and the trees. And all of a sudden, his soldiers are all downed. I like that Victor took out the soldiers and then backed away. I don't know if that's for to be an extra hey, look at that, you idiot. Maybe add a little mystery to why did my soldiers all die? All right, so they're just kind of smack talking Raud. So Pole, who I was smack talking myself, was the one who begged for you to go save Nick Cage and to a lesser extent Joey. So Victor's kind of hinting at the fact that you could have caught him years ago, meaning he's old, because I think there's a 15-year gap between Suikoden and Suikoden 2. This is a really cowardly thing to say, especially because I talked about how fantastic of a character Nanami is. All right, so we're gonna get, obviously Joey's gonna be with us. Victor's level 20. His strength is it's pretty crazy. Like Flick is strong at 72. Victor's at 111. You do want to change formation, just because you don't want Flick in the back row. It would be worse to have Victor in the back row because at least Flick can still cast. He has lightning spells. Flick's always like the kind of less exciting one. He's like, don't charge in. It's like, why the hell not? All right, so you get to see Nanami just plow through soldiers. So like, it's possible, like, and Muku, sorry. It's possible that you weren't going to die anyways. I don't know exactly how this timing would have gone. So this is her secret Golden Bird, Holy Flower, Dragon Tooth, Glory Punch. And that comes up one more time in the game. So I just wanted to point that out now. All right, she's on her way with her flying squirrel to save Nick Cage and Joey. Muku is apparently more of a head on a swivel. So she's surprised that you are here. She doesn't have to go save you from the gallows. All right, let's just kind of power through that. Basically, we're saying let's get out of here. All right, this time you don't actually need to change formation because you've got Victor and Flick in the front. That's the only thing that really matters. And also not Muku in the front. So I can't say with 100% certainty how rare items pop up, like how often they pop up. And I can't go that way anyways. I think if I try, she's going to do that again. She's like, let's go south. And she's going to, wait, didn't you just see what happened? So yeah, I'm not going to be getting those winged boots. The funny thing is, they're like, oh my gosh, we got to get out of here. But you can actually go in here and rest. Which I'm not going to rest because I'll be fine. But I haven't saved the game. So I'm just going to save the game. Nick Cage. Maybe I have. I thought I didn't save that on. Yeah, okay. Anyways. Alright, we're not going to sleep while we're being chased. And there's a little bit of a sentimental moment here where they're like, hey, do you think we'll ever come back? Oh, this music's so good. This isn't the song I talked about earlier, Reminiscence, but it's still good. So your answer doesn't really matter here. I'm going to say I don't want to come back because this is, this is Raud's backyard. And even though we grew up here, it's, I wouldn't want to go back. That's all I'm saying. All right, now we're going to head south. That path we took with the circus people earlier is going to be a lot smoother. And actually, it makes sense to choose Let Go. So that is the first time we have done the run option, which Let Go is considered the same thing. But if you think about it realistically, it is not. But anyways, to get one of the characters later, you have to run, and that's in quotations, 100 times. So I'm just going to slowly build that up. And it's worth mentioning, like, if you are not much stronger than the enemy, you have to actually choose to run, or you can bribe. But either way, Let Go is the option because I have Victor and Flick. They are massively stronger. Like, they could each individually kill that party. And that's going to be true again and again and again. This time I can't let them go because I want to get a double beat in. I was hoping to take them all out in one move without having to do a unite or anything, but oh well. Obviously, Victor and Flick will each one-shot their opponent. Nanami did as well because she had a critical hit. I do want to mention the lowest points you'll get in a fight is 5 because these guys are so like higher in level. If you look right below their picture, they only got 5 experience. Everyone else is going to be gaining like a decent amount. Muku, I'm pretty sure, has got 50 because he hasn't successfully been. No, wait, he was in that fight with the soldiers where we won and he leveled up. Yeah, I'll let them go. I actually told myself, like, hey, I should count out loud how many let go / runaway situations I've had as I'm doing this video, but I already forgot. I don't know if I think it's 4. So I can do it based on I think it's 4. And maybe if you guys happen to be counting along, you can put in the comments, and then I can adjust accordingly for my next video, assuming you guys are quick on it, or if you do it on the most active video, if someone wants to keep count. So yeah, let's say it's 4 right now, and if I'm wrong, just correct me, and then I will get it right. I really want more rabbits because the double beat rune, I think there's like one other chance to get it in the game. But basically you don't get to come back here for a while. Spoiler alert. Yeah. This is a situation where I would have been a little bit faster doing the buddy attack since they would have wiped them out. Or at least set them up so that every attack Nanami and Muku Muku did, it would have knocked them out. But here we are. Doing it this slightly slower way. From a pressing buttons point of view, I did it a little bit faster than choosing the buddy attack, etc. Oh, I didn't do it in the first fight that you get Nanami because it wouldn't make sense. But they also have a unite. And there's actually 2 variations of the unite. Probably like 1/4 of the time you will see Nanami goofing off instead of helping in the attack. And it does end up doing less damage. It's effectively just double Nick Cage's. I want to get in one more fight just in case I can get a rabbit. I'm going to fight one more rabbit group and then I'm going to leave. I mean, it might end up being 2 because I'm like going back this way until I fight rabbits. So you never know how long that'll be. Anyways, when Nanami does that, she is not unbalanced. So that's one upside to it. The other upside is she actually heals a little bit. It's like a proportional, probably only like 10% of your health, but it's still like, I'll take it kind of thing. It's not like, oh sweet, she's fully healthy now, but it's like better than nothing. Come on, rabbits. Odds are I'll get more than 1 because I've gone this far north. And rabbits are pretty common in this scheme of things, in this map, whatever you want to call it. Those are 2 very different words. I don't know why I'm acting like they're the same. Still no rabbits. I'm probably at like 10 runs, but I don't know. I, again, just stopped following. I'm going to feel really stupid if it's those bonbons that give you a double beat. I don't think it is, and I think they're called bonbons, but either way, we'll see. Actually, we might not see. Like, we probably won't see. But I'm just giving this opportunity to try to get them now. Alright, so like I said, I want to get in one more fight to try to get the double beat rune, and I will turn around after this. Which will provide more chances to fight more rabbits. I think last time I played, I actually stumbled upon 2 double beat runes. So it's like, I don't know if you can like link them up and it's a quadruple beat rune, but that would be pretty cool. It might also be a 3-hit rune. I don't know. All right, let's say that's runaway number 11. I really hope someone is counting and puts that in the comments, or like a future video comments. Okay, so yeah, this is a second grouping of rabbits we had to fight. There you go, Victor. Work on those wolves. That's a benefit of having high technique, which Victor's technique isn't especially high. Let's see what it's 59, yeah. It flicks is way higher. It just happens to be much higher than anything they're fighting right now. Alright, so there was another situation where we're not getting the double beat rune. Bloody pirates. And, alright, another chance. Come on, double beat. If nothing else, we racked up, I don't know, like 14 runaways. I hope someone's counting and they're like, dude, it's 7. Like, I'm not even close. Alright, There's another takedown. I know I've been in 6 fights because Flick and Victor have 30 experience points. And that's just a simple 30 divided by 5. So it doesn't look like we're getting the double beat rune. Kind of a bummer. I don't want to bore you guys by doing that fight again. Now these guys are they're sarcastically being told good job. They don't really explain what happened, like how they got past these soldiers in the first place. And one of the guys is like, hey, let's make it our little secret. And Flick's like, or I could have you fired, you idiot. But Flick's cool. He just wants to rub his nose in the poop he made. I don't know. That's a catchphrase. Just saying. All right. I know I try to stop around 15. We're at 16 minutes. I'm just going to head back to the fort, and then I will stop there. This is an for sure let go. Even if I didn't have Victor and Flick, I could probably let them go at this point. Maybe not. It will give you different levels. It'll say they were let go or they were let off easily, which that's just like an indicator of where you're at compared to your opponents. All right, so Victor's like, it sure is nice to be home, and Flick kind of makes fun of me like, this place sucks. But on that note, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you enjoyed the second prison break. Believe it or not, it won't be the last one. Anyways, see you guys next time.